his looks are gonna harm him now in jail. Oh my gosh. I can only imagine what those inmates are going to think of him when they see a pretty boy pull up like that in prison. The Hullo situation is a perfect example that being attractive does not save you from the real world. I haven't uploaded a video in almost 2 years, but I have a lot of videos to upload. Trust me, I do. I never forgot about this channel. Now, as you can see, I'm an attractive guy. That's what my channel is kind of, sort of, primarily based on, but it's also based on like social issues as well. And I saw the Hullo situation. I was like, I definitely have to post a video on this because, as you can see, Hullo, very attractive guy, 18 years old. I was shocked at his age. I was like, what? 18 years old and he looks that good? I'm like, holy mother of potential. But look at where he is right now. He's in jail. He's in jail. You think his looks, if anything, his looks are gonna harm him now in jail? Oh my gosh. I can only imagine what those inmates are going to think of him when they see a pretty boy pull up like that in prison. Yeah, his looks is gonna do the opposite effect in jail. Let's be real here, right? To all the people who think that looks is like everything. That's what I'm doing this video for. This is a perfect example here. Now, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he could like raise up a police officer or something like that, because a lot of police officers whom are women, they usually end up hooking up with a lot of inmates. I don't know. But like I said before, being attractive, the only real perk about being attractive is it's obviously naturally easier to get intercourse. But other than that, unless you're like top of the top, you're top of the top. I'm talking, you're the most attractive, like you're more attractive than other attractive people. Yeah, you gotta be that level of attractive, bro. Because there's like attractive, and then there's like attractive. Like you are in the mix of all these other people, and you're still in your own league. Most people don't have that. Most people do, bro. This is what I was saying in one of my videos in like a year ago, I believe, where I was like, a lot of people think, oh, you could be a model when you're attractive. Oh, you could be a model, bro. Be a model. No. First of all, models don't get paid as much as people think. Number two, you're also competing with other attractive people. Like, bro, it's not like being attractive is not cut out to what people make it to be. And I was like looking at the comments of what people had to say about Hullo, and someone was like, you know, he was out when he was 18 years old, out, gone from his parents, living by himself. Someone was like, he probably suffered a lot of abuse or just didn't have the right upbringing with his parents. And that was a big point that I said in a video about a year ago or almost 2 years ago, where I was like, bro, being attractive doesn't save you from having like a bad family dynamic. Do you know how many people had a horrible family dynamic that were attractive, and because of this completely wrecked their mental health? It was literally over for them before it began, just because they were born in the wrong family. Like, people don't really think about this shit, bro. I'm an attractive guy, but I'm not even at my full potential. Look at this. You see this in my mouth? You see these braces? These gold braces here? So 2 years ago, almost, right? People were saying in my comments, "Oh, you don't look like you're attractive. You don't look like you're attractive." I was trying to explain to people, first of all, my features are hidden because I have an overbite problem. Most people don't know this, but your teeth, if your oral health is garbage, your attractiveness is not going to be max. Your oral health is like, that's a whole thing that I could talk about. But, I am just now starting my treatment to fix my overbite problem, which is hiding all my features. I couldn't have done this, bro, a couple years back. Do you know why? Because the upbringing that I was around, money wasn't really coming to me. Money was not really coming to me. I always knew for years that, yeah, I got an overbite problem. I need orthodontic treatment. In fact, many of these looks maxers that you people love to worship, they usually get some type of orthodontic treatment. They usually have some problem where they have a bite problem or some shit like that with their teeth, where they get braces or some shit, fixes it. And, their actual features are actually now being shown out, right? A lot of these looks masters do that, and they don't say that, bro. But yes, your teeth is like the main thing responsible for your looks, especially like your jawline and cheekbones. People don't talk about that shit, bro. But it's true. Like when you're chewing in your development years, you need your teeth to chew food to stimulate jaw growth. If you're not using your teeth to chew food to stimulate jaw growth when you're growing up, you're going to have a recessed jaw. Your maxilla isn't going to be wide enough. All of that is because of your teeth. When you get your teeth pulled, right? When you get your teeth pulled, and I actually have 2 teeth that are missing in my mouth, you lose bone mass. You will lose bone mass, guys. I gotta get all this shit fixed. So, when you have an overbite, right? Your mouth is protruded forward. So because of this, your features are going to be much more hidden. Now, even though I had this overbite and I still have this overbite and I just now got braces, I still look better than most men. I still have strong features, which is kind of insane when I was thinking about that shit. Like, goddamn, like, my features are that strong, even with, like, I'm literally nerfed right now. And, I'm still, like, low-key. Honestly, not even low-key. I'm still a mogger, despite being nerfed. But when you have an overbite, you look horrible on cameras, okay? Overbites make you look horrible on fucking cameras. In fact, next week Monday, I gotta get my bottom braces next week Monday. So it's gonna take 2 years. That's what they said. 2 years to fix all the problems that I have with my mouth. Cost me a whole lot of money. But I'm just saying, I had to wait until I became an adult. Because money as a kid wasn't really coming to me to like get this problem solved. But now that I'm an adult, I'm making my own money. I'm like, okay, let me focus on this now. This is like the first thing that I'm like doing in my early 20s. Like investing in myself, fixing this, bro. I'm 21 right now. I'm like, all right, this right here, I need to fix this overbite problem. Then when I'm done with this overbite problem, I'm gonna go check out some modeling agencies when I'm done with this treatment. So basically when I'm around like 23 years old or some shit like that, right? But still, even then, there's a lot of people who are just born in families where, because the family dynamic is so awful, they can never utilize their full potential. Richard Ramirez is such a good example of this. This guy is probably, in my personal opinion, I think he's like the most attractive guy to walk on earth, in my personal opinion. But he was born in a family where he was literally abused so much that he went insane. And because he went insane, he became a murderer, a serial murderer. And, his life was ruined because of that. Now, yes, he had a lot of fangirls and whatnot, but it didn't really change the fact that my man was in prison. Look at Hullo. Look at Hullo. I mean, I'm sure you probably gonna have a lot of fangirls, but this really changed the fact that he's in prison. Going back to what that person was saying, he probably has some type of, like, he wasn't probably raised good. Like, bro, being attractive doesn't save you from your mental health, from your mental well-being, my guy. Like, there's levels to this, bro. There are levels to this. But anyways, with all that being said, finally back here. I had another YouTube channel where I was making videos, and you know, that's one of the reasons why I was so inactive here, because I was just focusing on that YouTube channel. That YouTube channel has almost like 4,000 subscribers, but I'm like, I gotta like focus on this YouTube channel as well. To all the people who said that I wasn't attractive, look at me now. Look at me now. Better camera angle, better lighting. Like 2 years ago when I was like making those videos, my environment was a lot different. Like, I was in a bad environment where my diet was a lot more poor, and I was like in an environment where my lymph node system was constantly like activated, meaning like I was bloated a lot, so you couldn't really like see my features. Although some of y'all weren't really like dumb. Some of y'all actually pointed out like, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. I can see that, yeah, you are an attractive guy. But most people, a lot of people were saying, oh, you're average at best, when I'm not even at my peak. Look, man, but with all that being said, your favorite attractive purple pill fella is back. So